Hey yo, I finally got. What's good, family? AB representing Hoop Army, and today we're gonna break down how to shoot the basketball like a pro. Before we get into anything, major keys are shooting the ball the same way every time, especially in practice, is super important. So when you get in the game, you unconsciously shoot the same, whether it's a spot up, a pull up, a step back, a twist and fade away. It doesn't matter what shot you're taking. Your shot looks and feels the exact same way. And what that does, it increases your percentages from all over the floor. Whether your shooting pocket changes a little bit because of the game flow of the game, it doesn't matter. Because you've worked on it so much that unconsciously your shot looks the same way every time, and that increases percentage. The major key is confidence. Practice creates confidence, and perfect practice creates perfect. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the work that you put in. So when you get in the game, you don't ever doubt yourself. It doesn't matter whether they have a hand in your face. As long as they don't block your shot, it's going in. It's going in because you've practiced over and over and over and over again. And you have to believe in yourself. That's the most important key to all of this. Now let's get into the shooting form breakdown. With the shooting form breakdown, we start with the foundation. Just like a house, you got to start from the bottom so that we focus on the feet. What we want our feet to do is keep us straight, keep us on balance to shoot the basketball with power, with stability, and with consistency. What I personally recommend is to keep your feet straight. Your feet straight towards the goal, and that will command everything else as it goes. Great shooters do this, like Ray Allen, like JJ Redick, like Stephen Curry, Price, Chauncey Billups turns them out a little bit. You can also turn them out. There are great shooters like this: Kobe Bryant, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving. You have to find what's comfortable to you, and you work on it every single day. The next step in the chain are the knees and the hips. Why it's super important to figure out what your feet are doing? Because they set up everything else that happens. Your knees have to be straight towards the basket. There are certain people that have weak glutes. Their knees start to buckle in with knee bulges. That can cause injury. I'm telling you from experience, I've had 2 torn meniscus, and it's due to the fact that I wasn't taking care of my body. So it's super important that you keep your knees straight, pointed towards the goal, and that will increase your percentages. And as long as your knees are straight, your hips will follow, and the rest of your body will as well. The next step in the chain is the elbow. Now this is where many players struggle from. Now I get it. You're gonna come with me, oh, Lonzo shoots from here. Lonzo's a unique case, and his percentages show what happens when you shoot the ball like that. What I highly recommend, if you have the flexibility to do so, is to keep your elbow straight, like Steve Nash. This is the most appropriate thing, because now your feet are aligned, your knees are aligned, your hips are aligned, and your elbow is aligned. Now, if you're like me, that I can't personally do that, I don't feel comfortable, I have too much tightness in my shoulders, I have to tuck them out a little bit. It goes from here, not here. Mine goes from here, like Kobe, like Damian Lillard, like Kyrie. My shot is right here. This is what I feel comfortable with. This is what I work with. You have to find what's comfortable to you. There's not a problem if it's from here. Just don't go Lonzo on me. Go Nash or Kobe. You gotta make your decision, find out what you feel comfortable with, and work on it. But the more perfect your shot is, your percentages will increase. And one more thing, you have to find out what eye you're dominant with when you're shooting. Because if you're dominant with this side and you're bringing the ball up from there, you're not gonna be able to see anything. Personally, I'm great with my left eye. My shooting pocket is right off the middle, and I can see everything that I shot with. Recognize this. Look where the ball is at. Right at the top of my forehead. It's not up here. It's not down here. It's right here. This is where it ends up, and it's a one motion shot. So it goes from down here, up, bam. One motion, but it comes from here, not any higher. And there's a great drill that you can do where you put a cone on your head. I know it sounds silly, but you put a cone on your head, and every time you shoot, if you're hitting the cone, you know you're messing up. So try to focus on that because it's super important. It will increase your percentages, I promise you. Now, I forgot to mention this before, the grip. This is the correct grip in my opinion, what I learned from Kobe, what I learned from breaking film down. I call it the L. I said the L, but it's not called the L, it's called the T. Look how both of your thumbs are making a T on the shot. Your weak hand is supporting the shot, your strong hand controls it and commands the ball. But the T allows you to control the basketball. And also, there's something that since we're in this position already, notice the space there's right here. You don't want to hold the ball on your pom-poms, like Kobe said. You want to have control of the basketball. You don't want to hold it like Shaq. You don't want to do that. You want to be in control of the ball, and your off hand is guiding it from the T position. Now, the final step of it all, the most famous part of it all, the follow through. Now, I'm not going to give you that high school coach crap. Put your hand in the cookie jar. You have to pay attention to detail. What makes a great shooter great is working on a perfect shot every single time. I'm going to give you different types of follow through that I've picked up from watching tape myself, and you can apply them to your game and see how it works. Though most shooters end up their shot with these two fingers. Now, how you end up the follow through, you're going to figure out what works for you. Kobe Bryant shoots like this. This is his follow through. All right? This is what it works for him. Just like Jordan. Jordan does the exact same follow through. Ray Allen is a very staggered follow through. Fingers are wide open. Dirk Nowitzki is a rock and roll shot, but it works great for him. His arc also helps him out. Stephen Curry has a very loose shot. His shot is not a hard follow through. It's just his wrist bounce when he shoots. And that is amazing. If I can recommend any of you young kids, I would recommend that because it takes away pressure and stress from your body. It's a really smooth shot. It's a one motion shot with no power. The power comes from the legs. And that's what I would personally recommend myself. But attention to detail is key. Don't just follow through to follow through. Don't just follow through to put your hand in the cookie jar. Pay attention to detail. Follow through the same way every time, whether it's a spot up, a twist and fade away, step back or whatever. Your follow through is the exact same way. Now, when we're talking about the offhand, you don't want the offhand to thumb it. You don't want to use your thumb on the offhand. Even though some great shooters do this. Kyrie Irving does this. Curry at times does this, I believe so. But I believe, as crazy as it sounds, with the great ones I just mentioned, I think it decreases your opportunity to make shots. You know, Klay Thompson, Dirk Nowitzki, players like that keep their offhand straight. Kevin Durant, they follow through and their hand is just straight up. It's a guide. It's pretty much a guide. But I've seen amazing shooters use their thumbs. Ray Allen, Kyrie Irving, Steph, I still can't really figure it out. With the tapes I'm going to show you, you guys can make up the decision for yourself. But there it is. Different perspective, and I really hope it helps you guys out. Now let's break the chain down, every step we talked about. Start with the feet. Feet are straight toward the basket, knees follow, hips follow. Catch the ball, put the ball in the T position, go to your shooting pocket. Bend your knees, go up to the place you want to shoot it from. Shoot the basketball. Family, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe. And if you got something positive from it, comment. If you don't agree with anything, comment. I just want to learn. I want to keep growing. All of the stuff I've told you about, I've learned from great coaches like Taylor Allen, DJ Sackman, that I've learned from just watching them and paying attention to detail. Also, watching the greatest shooters in the world and trying to break down what they do and if they have any similarities so I can pick up and apply it to my own game. This is what has worked for me. I'm not an amazing shooter, but I will become an amazing shooter, and it's something I'm working on. And I just think, let's get better together, man. Let's keep growing. So, peace.